Cancer. November 15th. Wednesday, 2017. Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Cancer. General daily love soulmate reading / twin flame, depending on what we get here. It looks like around the 15th there is a choice here. Somebody doesn't really want to make it. Maybe that's a Gemini. This could be indicating an Aries. That's what that looks like. An Aries who doesn't want to make a decision, who's feeling nervous about it. Maybe there's see, this is air and fire. So this could indicate how how Cancer is feeling in the relationship. When air meets fire, you get great uprushes. When air meets water here, you get big waves, big emotional waves, and big intellectual waves. So one of you is emotional and intellectual, and the other is intellectual and fiery. And fire is emotion too. It's a different kind though. It's got more of a spice to it. Whereas the cups are deep. Some sort of message. For some reason, it's not able to come through. Perhaps it's like a lover undercover who doesn't want their feelings to be revealed, like a secret admirer. For some of you. So first, and the other person here feels like they're the only one defending this relationship and there's nobody really carrying this other part of it. Whether that's accurate or inaccurate, that's the feeling there. There's been a judgment call, and it's been in the form of how somebody feels about somebody, and it's coming through really strong. We've got water and water here. This other person, while the marriage is intact and they realize that there's been a challenge to improve upon that and restore that or lay a foundation for that, they're not exactly enthusiastic about this Two of Cups situation. They're not. And it's causing this other person to not be enthusiastic as well. When really we both need to be, these two need to be showing up for the matter. Instead of just dragging the feet, there it is. One has elected to see and hear nothing, and one has elected to initiate nothing. Whether that be emotion, affection, communication. So that renewal isn't taking place in the home for some of you. Sort of a tough day for some Cancers on the 15th. There's a decision, or around it, there's a decision that needs to be made. That's not being made yet. There's a forthcoming decision. Perhaps that's a Aries or a Sagittarius coming through here, trying to renew this independent self and really sort of wanting to take up their independence. Not wanting to leave the relationship in the dust, just hoping to be able to juggle both rather than putting on an apron and acting out the old ways of the past. Which can be nice if that's what's important to the relationship. It's just that, see, we have the 2 cups here because it's a require of balance. A balance of faith and conduct, have you? Wednesday, the 15th of November, 2017. The Sun card. So there's going to be a summing up of what we're doing. And there's going to be clear insight about it. And there's going to be a lot of feeling surrounding it. And it's that feeling that's making us uncertain. It's not that we can't see the final outcome. It's that we've never felt this much before. And it's causing a Pluto situation. A death of the old way of life and a rebirth of a whole new emotional person is really, Pluto is transformation. The West, I create the reality around me with thoughts of pure love and goodness. So what are you going to surround yourself with? What are you going to choose to spend money on? Spiritual growth. The way I become spiritual is simply to become myself. How are we going to find out who that person is? Are we going to go down to the club and see if we can make a big emotional breakthrough there? Or are we going to spend more time with the family, our brothers and sisters, our parents before they pass, and really work on those things and fill up our love tank on those things instead of what worked for us at 21. Maturity, bam, right there. As I take responsibility, I always say that. As I take responsibility, I always develop my strength. So taking responsibility and accepting our age brackets and not allowing those brackets to turn into rackets. That we have to live into that decade. While at the same time accepting that we are in our 20s or 30s or 40s. It doesn't mean that you have to act that out. However, the individual feels that that particular age bracket was presented to them, usually by way of how it's acted out through a parental figure. It doesn't have to go that way. We can break the mold. And it looks like that's the exact suggestion. Breaking outside of those normal societal patterns. Not feeling like we have to check off those boxes of society, or we didn't make it in life, we didn't get a fair shot. Because 99.9% of the time, the person checks off all those boxes, and then when they're done, they're totally in content. And they're 80 years old. So really this layout is about what is it that you want to put in to your cup? What are you going to put into your basket? And if it's full of a bunch of stuff that is no longer workable for you, take it out. Examine it or retool it and put it back in. Don't just choose to not look at it and allow it to sit there and ferment and create a chem cloud overcast. Okay, thanks for joining me, Cancer, on House of Cards. If you would like a more personal reading, you can go ahead and email me at lovemapsforyou@gmail.com. Thank you and take care, guys.